Good morning, good morning. I'm only about 30 minutes late from intended. So this is the newest horror game from Jesse McConan, who did Distraint, loved Distraint 2, also loved that adored After Dream. I haven't played Heal, or I'm pretty sure there was another one he did. I just cannot remember the name of it right now. But we're gonna go new game. I don't know why it says continue, because I haven't anything to continue. Are you awake? Open your eyes. What now? You're feeling anxious. Great. I love how this is exactly how my brain wakes me up in the morning. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while now. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. Oh, this is already so relatable. You have a feeling that someone's watching you. Suddenly not as relatable. Someone may be standing behind the window. There's no one there. How can you be so sure? Oh, is there somebody in the vent sound? You need to get up and check the window. It will take but a moment. You'll be back in your bed in no time. I'm gonna do nothing and see what it tells me. You will not be able to sleep. There could be someone behind the window. Fine. Remember to breathe. But don't get too caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. This poor girl has OCD. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You are safe. Yeah, the second something says something I'm safe in a horror game, I'm suddenly very unsafe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window blinds? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something or someone out there. You have to. Tree branches swaying in the wind. You must feel relieved. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet, but you've come to miss the sounds of the city. The restless noise is coming from the streets, even those that are violent. Yet, they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. Here, you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. It is true that in silence you can hear yourself more clearly. I'm gonna try doing nothing again. It is peaceful. Take all the time you need. Once more? Ah, I've run out the dialogue. Wait. Aren't you forgetting something? Yeah, whatever's making that fucking noise. What's that? You must close the window blinds. You know how stressful it is when you leave them open. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. You can fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. Do you think it's all in your head? Yeah. You can rely on logic. It's your best connection to reality. You're tired. You need sleep. Why is it going backwards? Huh? The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. You find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's any sense to any of this, it's not visible. You can't snap out of it. I am the man in a gas mask, and I will ask you this. How many fingers am I holding behind my back? 1. How many fingers am I holding behind my back? 6. How many fingers am I holding behind my back? 3. How many fingers am I holding behind my back? 5. Your answers ring true. This interaction represents the beginning of our connection. What? Acknowledge my existence. The fuck was that? Dream 1, wake from the first dream. Did you find the dream unsettling? Do you believe there was more to it? Yeah, that's very specific. I have never once had a dream tell me you will acknowledge my existence. So yes, that is very unsettling. You feel something was different in this dream. You felt connected to it. He spoke with great concern. You think he tried to tell you something? There could be a pattern or meaning in his words. I'm never going to remember how many fingers he held behind his back. 1, 6, 3, 5, I think. Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Of course, 15. You keep seeing this number. I am suddenly questioning that if I gave different answers. How could he have held 11 fingers, though? Moving on. 15. 15. 15. Would you knock it off? You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It will help alleviate your stress, motherfucker. I don't wanna. Can you get rid of the thought? Is it difficult for you to resist the urge? You know you should try harder. You can start tomorrow. You can slip this one time. You're back in your bed in no time. Ignore it. It will make you feel better. It will ease your stress. I tried. No, I'm just gonna stand here. Do you feel irritated? You feel powerless. You can't see the trees anymore. You're trying to understand why. Could it be a dense fog hindering the view? You're probably right. Wait. Okay, I was doing nothing to be an asshole. Can you see movement in the distance? Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hit the trees? You must find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. It appears as if a shadow is bleeding into the fog surrounding it. It's coming this way. It is slowly growing its presence. The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. You cannot trust your eyes. You are alone here. There's no one here besides you. It's only you and your shadow. How long can you stand this dissonance? You can end it now. Have I lost my mind? You've been under a great deal of stress. That heartbeat in my headphones is gonna freak me out. You need to get your head straight. Your heart is racing. Your breathing is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Think of something entirely different. Think of the last movie you saw. The last movie I watched was Bound with Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon. Very good movie. Loved it. Very gay. Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Yeah, those, I'm not sure those would help in this situation. Good. You are starting to stabilize. The heartbeat is slowing. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and you want to return to your bed. It's the only place where you feel safe. But first, you must take another look. Absolutely not. Are you crazy? Do you need more time to gather your breath? You can overcome this. The trees are back. You feel relieved seeing the trees again. You were sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to your bed. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired and craving for sleep. The morning will come and everything will look brighter and more hopeful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. God, I cannot imagine how long the ASCII art for all of this took. Absolutely legendary. Huh? The sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering distant words? You don't believe their unnatural sound belongs to this sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful amidst the sad melody. There is music playing, isn't there? You embrace this beautiful harmony. You're breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overshadowed the light for far too long. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. But I don't want to do either of these things. I like it here. You can't snap out of it. You can't wake up. I am the man in the gas mask and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? It makes me anxious. What is wrong with my silence? Your silence is unbalanced. What makes my silence uneven? Silence has 14 dots. That's Morse code. How many dots should my silence hold? I understand. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I have corrected my silence. Who are you? I'm the one who can show you the truth. I can help you look past the veil. I assumed the shape of a shadow. I came to your cabin. Not helping! I will not let you exist in a lie. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newly found connection. Go to the birdhouse. You'll find something hidden under its detached roof. What birdhouse? What birdhouse? What happens if I stay? Your dream has come to an end. It is time to wake up. I guess. Another strange dream. The man in a gas mask appeared to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? Yeah. You must be anxious and scared, but also intrigued. You don't know what to believe. You think he spoke convincingly. But it's hard for you to accept that a dream could hold any truth. You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. You can sense things you can't hear or see. The spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic. A logic that has yet to be discovered. You're tired of this recurring conflict within your head. Be that as it may, you can't stop thinking about what he said. You go outside and check the birdhouse. Yeah, there's likely nothing hidden inside, but you must verify it to get it out of your head. Then, maybe, you can finally sleep. It's going to rain soon. Normally, you'd love some rain. The sound has a calming effect on you. But you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts raining. Well, if I don't want to get wet, you should have worn a coat. I can't tell with the ASCII, but it kind of looks like she's wearing leopard print pajama pants, and I love that for her. This bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone. Yet you find it refreshing. There's something purifying and healing about the wind. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. But then again, what the hell are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. You're standing outside, catching a cold because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you're of sound mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. There's lightning. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. Go to the birdhouse. You are here by the birdhouse. Do you still want to do this? Yes. You're not sure you have a choice. You feel like your hands are tied. And you see the spot where the ground looks different. The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you realize this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche that you can't control. It's overpowering your thoughts and even memories, recoloring and forging them formless. But you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in your thoughts, not when they're at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. You must think of something else. Can you remember the color of your friend's eyes? Can you remember their birthday? This is not fair as a person with ADHD. I don't remember shit. Good. Bad. No, that's not good. That's bad. Rude. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You're ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? He didn't say what? It could absolutely be nothing. Well, there's no reason to get my hopes up that it's gonna be like the key to solve all my problems. If you go by the logic, that is the most likely outcome. But you need to see it for yourself. Only then can you get this out of your system. There's only one way to find out. Discover the box. Find the box inside the birdhouse. Oh, there's a penguin on her shirt. You cannot believe it. You discovered a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in a gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find an explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? Couldn't have been. You believe there's a logical explanation, but you need time to understand what has happened. You find it all so very confusing. Be that as it may, someone placed the box here recently, and you feel your sense of security fading away. You might not be here alone after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. You should get back inside first. Yeah, we gotta get to the cabin. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? The front door is ajar. You can't remember if you closed the front door. You left so hurriedly that you didn't even remember to take your coat. You were distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Yet, there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. This all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did you wish to find? Probably more things to live for. You want to find something new or to revive something old. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see what the box holds. I'ma hesitate. Are you still considering the possibility someone else left the door open? You can't stay outside. Oh, there's 2 penguins on her shirt! You made it safely back inside. But you're so fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates it's light. You're trying to deduce its contents based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. Why would you think of the darkest things first? Is it easier for you to dwell on such thoughts? Be that as it may, you should open the box. I'm not sure I want to. Anyone would hesitate in your situation. But you know you can't let this slide. You found something at the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it. But you can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. Gotta open it. You found a phone inside the box. A phone? Upon closer examination, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? Couldn't possibly be. You're confused. You're trying to understand how this is possible. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How did your phone end up in the box? How the hell should I know? Your confusion is warranted. Could you uncover the truth through reason and logic instead? Try to remember the last time you used your phone. Can't seem to remember. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? You don't remember coming here, do you? Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible you were the one to hide the phone? You came here to seek solitude, to get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You needed an exit from all of that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does that sound like something you'd do? This game is fun because I can't tell if the thunder is in-game or if it's outside. Because it is currently raining. I don't believe it. You have difficulty recalling recent events. You're mentally drained. Isn't it more likely that you hit your phone instead of him? The night amplifies your thoughts. Everything feels more burdensome and impassable. You need to get some sleep. There could be clarity with the dawn. Are you still trying to understand how your phone ended up in the box? Things could become clearer in the morning. Guess I'm heading to bed. Do you find it bizarre? Fuck off. When you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or another. You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. Have you considered there could be something more? A greater truth? Sometimes you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you ever find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone? Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress? Sometimes, even happy memories feel boundless and imperfect without a reason. The veil may not exist after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. Maybe you should seek help. You might be right. The longer it takes, the easier it is to procrastinate. You should think about it. Be that as it may, the best thing for you right now is to get some rest. It must be hard falling asleep after what you've been through. Keep repeating a simple word to calm your mind. Oh, that's bloody fingernails. Huh? You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against a cold, concrete wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. I've had those dreams, they're not fun. Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body shaking and writhing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze, but you can't tear your eyes away from the gray walls in the gray corner. You've seen flashes of a triangular silhouette on the horizon. This game might be a little bit loud. It is towering on the black water. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Waves as its pulse. Brown noise as its voice. It is calling you. Urgency. Disarray, despair, shame, panic. But only briefly. A mere echo of the screams remains. You're furthering away. You're floating to safety. You can't snap out of it. You can't wake up. I'm the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. Do you believe in my existence? Honestly, you're kinda not giving me a lot of choice, buddy. Will you trust my benevolence? Sus? Suspicious? What do you want out of it? No. Will you accept my truth? I can accept the truth, but the benevolence kind of scares me. If I lead, will you follow? I guess! You are very close to fully accepting me. You have been confined for far too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. The path is concealed within the gallery. Your dream has come to an end. Wait. It is time to wake up. That could just be me losing my mind, but that looked a little deteriorated. It looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of a man in a gas mask from your head. You think he's malevolent? I don't think he is, but I don't trust the benevolence either. Dad! You find him suspicious. But he has done you no harm. Not yet, anyway. The yet is what concerns me. Maybe he is trying to help you. You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You are tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. Maybe you should listen to the man in a gas mask. Maybe he's the only one who can help you. I don't know if I can. You need to take a leap of faith. Maybe there's a clue in what he said. A gallery? You remember him mentioning a gallery. Could it mean the gallery on your phone? It could be worth a look. Guess I'm picking up the phone. Not like being an obstinate asshole has been doing me any good. But I still want to see the dialogue. Are you worried about what you might find? It could be nothing. Fine. Hey, that's my cabin. You unlocked your phone. The gallery is already open. It's a picture of the cabin you're in. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so. It's a picture of your friends. You remember the day that you took you... Boy, did I fuck up that sentence. You remember the day you took this photo. It was an unusually sunny and warm mid-fall day. You went all out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You were all wet and cold, but happy at the end of the day. It's a memory to treasure for you. Alright, there appears to be an ad break, so I am gonna take a drink. How's everybody doing? Because there were some trigger warnings on this game. Saying 15 on somebody's tongue was weird. Right? Like, if there's one thing that Jesse McConan has got down, it is atmosphere. I know a lot of people just have been dismissing his games over on Steam. Like, I believe After Dream had some negative reviews because it was more like a visual novel and people didn't like that. I'm just like, okay, so it wasn't for you. So you want something a little more bang bang, go play Call of Duty. Shit. Oh. You are wondering how your friends are doing. Oh, right as the ad ended, okay. I can't leave my controller down for 2 minutes or it shuts itself off, apparently. Good to know. The new controller, I'm still getting used to this. Do you think you've been a good friend? You feel like you've taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. Ask them how they're doing more often. Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them and their laughter. Well, I already started swiping left, so... Aw, puppy! You're still struggling to watch photos of her. She passed away recently. You miss her so much that there are no words to describe it. Do you feel like you let her down? You knew she was old and not well. You did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down inside, you understand and accept this. There will come a day when grief turns into a fond memory. It is a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You've seen it near the cabin, yet you cannot remember taking this picture. A sense of dread is starting to build within you as you realize the order of these photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here. But you're sure you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head is trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything's been such a blur to you lately. Be that as it may, can you see something strange in this image? You find it difficult to discern what you're looking at. Well then! What did you think you saw? There was someone in the photo. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You must find the current turn of events terrifying. This is the moment when your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to regain control. You have resisted for so long. You can't hold it in any longer. You must surrender to chaos. What do you have to lose? I mean, at this point, does it sound like I have anything? You've grown so tired. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh you down on your shoulders. The dawn could help alleviate some of your burdens, but you can't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all that weight. What should I do? Find the man in a gas mask. You must confront him if he's real. You must cast him away if he's a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek out to him. I guess we're getting up. Hi, X. The front door is open yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? I'm not sure if I did. You can't recall the exact moment. You didn't focus on remembering it. You were anxious earlier when you noticed the door was open. Surely you wanted to avoid repeating your mistake. So how come the door is open? I may have left it open. You feel that's the most likely explanation? But you can't be sure. It leaves you in a doubt. Suddenly your thoughts are drawn to a strange feeling. We're going left. Does your hand feel numb? Uh-oh. How are you gonna mess with Sweet? Sometimes you feel there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. These thoughts come to you with urgency. My goodness. My inner monologue voice wasn't enough for you. You want me to tease Sweet? You're both such bratty little babies. Mommy's going to have to punish you both. 10 whole minutes I can't even break for the non-inner monologue. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They're just thoughts. What do you mean this isn't how it was supposed to go? If you're calling Mommy, that gives me power. And power means I get to punish little brats who misbehave. Try not to think about it, indeed. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find answers there. I suppose we get going. Doing nothing has not worked. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously, it was the other way around. The drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn winds. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. You welcome it. Any physical sensation draws you closer to reality. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly. A A feeling that provides you comfort. A feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength or quite the opposite? How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? And be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. It's raining harder. We are getting going. The old mill lies just beyond this ridge. You're almost there. You thought you heard something. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. A strange feeling comes over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking of something else. You got this. Can you see something moving in the distance? It's coming this way. That is not the man in a gas mask. It's a grizzly bear. You must stay very still. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping in your chest. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It would be suicidal to start running. You should retrace your steps slowly back the way you came. But your legs are feeling like jelly. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of this situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Throw yourself to a chance. My, what should I do? It doesn't appear to be threatened. It's not making any noise. This could be a hallucination. We're going to try closing our eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're slowly looking at your surroundings, but you can't see the bear anymore. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant you no harm. It looks like you're safe. You've never encountered a grizzly before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. They periodically appear in your dreams. Since when? Sorry for that break. Do you believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? I believe they are. You found a pattern in their appearance. Bears may symbolize a significant change in your life. Be that as it may, you should get going. The old mill is waiting for you just over that ridge. We're going to get to the old mill. You're here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There's very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow more final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? Absolutely not. We've come this far. No one would blame you if you did. It looks like there's nothing here. This is such a hard pill to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believed you would find something here. And mommy voice is over. Oh. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly, trying to steady your breathing and soothe your head. But there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such cacophony? Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. I am waiting for you. You feel shaken and at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He is waiting for you in the old mill. Well, we're going. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There is no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality shake hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? For all that you know, these could be the first steps to psychosis. Or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. They're constantly looking for meaning. They're searching for anything to explain this mad world. For this can't be all there is. So here you stand at the foot of your mountain. Are you ready to take these steps? Right. Alright, chat. In for 4, out for 8. Let's go. You can no longer rely on logic. The man in the gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. You may hold an explanation. The moment has come. Well, we looked at the left wrist first, so we're gonna step with the left leg. The 5th step. You can't take stairs without counting the steps. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge. And you're not even sure you'd want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. There may be a hidden and recurring pattern waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make much sense, does it? You feel conflicted. But you won't stop counting, not now. 10. You're nearly there with just a few steps remaining. You can feel a cold shiver run repeatedly over your body. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the mill grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you shelter from the darkness, and you're almost at the top. "15 steps if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. Do you think it's yet another sign or a mere coincidence? It's gotta be a sign. Everything has been a sign. Do you... I fucked that up. Does it feel like someone is calling you? Can you feel someone holding your hand, leading you here? You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary. But you're finally here. The storm is raging, as are your restless thoughts. There is nothing but this old door between you and the man in a gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in the chaos? A glimpse of hope? Take a deep breath. This is it. Do not be afraid. I am no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers into your ear. I permeated your dreams and thoughts like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. I have manifested from the shadow of the gray corner. I am night without a dawn. What do you want from me? You sense something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close that you can almost reach out and touch it. But you still don't know what it is. Yet you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. The one you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind the all-distorting veil. You search for something more that is finally... I keep fucking up. Your search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the three faces of the pyramid. But it lies hidden behind the veil which you can only perceive in darkness. Therefore, I had to challenge your logic and reason. I disguised myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just. The truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. You sense there's more than meets the eye. You've known it for a long time. You must look past things that are holding you here. I've observed your loved ones from the darkness. I've stood in the shadow of the gray corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayers. You are causing them heartache. You are a burden to them. That can't be right. They know the weight of the worries you're carrying. Where were they when you needed them the most? You shouldn't give them another thought. They're nothing but silhouettes distorted by the great veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that thought. You need to let them go. You must cut any ties you have left with this world. For the veil's greatest trick was to disguise itself in light. Only then can you plummet into the blackness where the veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, for they are like knives. And with my gaze I will cut through the great veil. I will show you the way. I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. I first came to you in your dreams. Now, accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. You have poison coursing through your veins. A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark, you've started to sense its presence. It is difficult to turn away from love and joy and happiness. It is hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and false. And because of the nature of things, you must bleed. With my eyes, I will release the poison out of you. You are thinking of your loved ones. Let go of them. Absolutely not. Let go of the ties that keep you here. Let go of their memory. You are scared. Don't be afraid. I will wash away your fear in the darkness. Take my hand and follow me. Resist as long as possible. One of those kill me yourself, pussy type deals. Clarity. No pain. No doubt. The cold will turn to warmth. A sense of calm will follow. Let go of the discord. Let go of the worries. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear it sinking in the beautiful brown noise? There's no false light where the water begins. Oh. Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It is slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please, help me. I realize the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I will repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. Hey there! Thank you for playing Without a Dawn. I sure did. uh, only a year, wow. Especially with all the moving parts, the ASCII. Lots of time rewind. Yeah. Words are so fucking difficult right now, I need a drink. Can't imagine how long it took to do all of this in ASCII. Doing 5 things for one thing to stick is just how art is. Oh, you got Love and Murder. Yeah, I can't imagine the kind of dark places someone would have to go to get this game the way they wanted it to. But it certainly sounds like OCD is a struggle. that they may be dealing with. It is amazing. Oh, is that why the girl in After Dream is called Jenny? Rico and Minja. That's cute names. Oh, that's a heart. I'm an idiot. Like, what the fuck is that? If I say yes, it's gonna bring up the Steam store. Oh, actually, it didn't, but I'm actually gonna write a review for this. Because this was good. If I click continue, where does it put me? Okay, so it puts me right at the end here. Oh shit, I can control the volume in game. That would have been nice to know. Oh, you can get rid of the frame? You can frame the ocean. Ooh. I like that. What is palette? You can change the color! Oh my god, you could play the Matrix. It's texture. Oh. So that just makes it pixels instead of ASCII. Oh, that's very stress-inducing, actually. I don't think I like that one either. Numbers truly makes it the Matrix. But with it default, it looks like there might be letters, but the letters may be in Arabic. It could just be numbers in a different font. I didn't realize how short this game would be. Because both of the Distraints and After Dream took me a little while. It's a very good game. It is a very, very good game. Well, like you said, it's more of an art project than a game like a visual novel, but choices are important. I didn't have anything else planned. If I'm feeling up to it, I may do a late stream a little later, but for now, I think I'm gonna just do a quick raid out. Let's see who we've got. Let's see. Oh. Hmm. You know what? We're gonna send you over to Gordy because he's still doing his partner push. So here is the follower raid message. Here is the sub raid message. And I'm gonna go send you over to the Funny Pumpkin Man. Have fun with Gordy. I think he's doing his workout thing with Luther today. But I will see you all on Friday for I don't know what yet. And then Saturday for Uno. Bye!